I have blueberries here, blueberry there. That was supposed to be a third blueberry. It's dead. It got sent to me dead right there from Gurney's. That's supposed to be a blackberry. That's dead. That was sent dead from Gurney's. Boysenberry in the middle here, if I can find it to get the camera on it. That's dead. That thing right there. That's a boysenberry dead sent to me. This one I think is a black raspberry, and that one over there might be a red raspberry, but I'm not for sure. That one might be also a black raspberry. Then I got rhubarb. And in this bed I also have asparagus that's coming up. Of course it's not going to be picked this year. It'll have to be left alone to seed itself for next year. Then over here I have grape Concord seedless grapes. And I have green seedless grapes, and I think those are called Thompson's. And I have purple seedless grapes. I still have to get the posts and the fencing with the plastic around the wire up. So I have 4 of those. Here's my garden. This all got built in the month of May. I'm telling you, it is a ton of work. But I love my plants, and there's a blank pallet out here at our new acreage, living here since August 4th of last year. So I haven't got all the beds planted yet. I think I have all but maybe 3 planted. This one to the entrance of my arbor here that I use cattle panel, and these beds are 4 foot by 4 foot. We cut the cattle panel 4 feet wide and attached them in here, and then filled it in with dirt, compost, sand, black cow manure, peat moss, and or cocoa coir. So I have tulips in here. Right here is a lavender. And then I have a yellow climbing rose bush and another yellow climbing rose bush right here. And over there is lemon balm. And the other side of the arch, as you'll see, coming over here to the right, I have a pink climbing rose bush, which was supposed to be yellow, by the way. It said on the package picture it was yellow, but oh well, it's still pretty. And then I have another supposed yellow climbing rose bush right there. More tulips. And all the rest of these are Alyssa white onions in this bed. Right here. So now we'll go clear over here. And I have assorted arugula, red leaf lettuce, all kinds of different lettuces and arugula. Same for this bed. Spinach, and then these are basically my herb garden here. Cinnamon balm, Greek oregano, rosemary, regular basil, cinnamon basil, not cinnamon balm, cinnamon basil, horseheal. And then way down here at the end, these are all garlic. Next bed is red onions, yellow onions, sweet onions, and way down at this end, garlic again. Then over here, these are my Gigantor cauliflowers in this bed. And we'll come back over here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but I got to cover all this in a short time period. I'm getting bit up by gnats this year terribly. Just planted these strawberries in this strawberry 4 foot by 4 foot bed, and right next door, strawberries here. I still have enough for one more bed. And then over here this morning, I planted my sugar baby watermelon. Nothing's come up yet because I just planted them this morning. This half of the bed I haven't planted yet. This bed, I have polar bear pumpkins planted. Just planted them this morning, the seeds, so there's nothing coming up. This bed I planted Valenciano pumpkin. I think that's the way you pronounce it. I forgot to water this bed, so I'm going to have to do that before I go in. This is Connecticut Field pumpkin in this bed. Just planted that this morning too, the seeds, so nothing's coming up. And this bed has megaton cabbage. Just planted those this morning, so nothing's coming up yet for seeds. These two beds here, nothing's planted yet. Now we'll come over here, and I have beets along this outside ridge here. This is broccoli in the middle, and on the outside, that is purple eggplant. These are assorted pepper plants, from banana peppers to red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, and a little bit of okra. We're not a big okra family here, so I just planted just a few, just a handful of okra. And over where the onions and the garlic are, this bed right here that I showed you before, right next to it, these are peppers. Let's see if I can get a zoom in. I got a banana pepper, two of them. One is there, and one is there on that plant. Another bed full of peppers, right next to the one that I just showed you where the banana peppers are blooming. Or I mean, I have a couple banana peppers on the plant. Right next door, this is all peppers. All peppers. Let's come around here. These, of course, are my cauliflower, Gigantor cauliflower. This is the second bed I showed you of pepper plants. This one's pepper plants and my replanted radishes, because I hate just throwing plants away when you're thinning out the row. I still need to thin out my radishes more. Some will make it, most of them won't. Over here are my radishes. As you can see, I need to thin the rows out so that they're able to get big. I just hate throwing them away because they're doing so awesome. So I try to replant them like in between the rows, and some live, some don't. Some are going to croak. Like these right here that I replanted in the middle, they'll live. But these, probably not. Well, that one might. Then we got sweet corn. And I planted like only 3 or 4 stalks of what's called jewel corn. It's all different colors, because I ran out of sweet corn seeds, so I don't know if it'll cross-pollinate or what, but oh well, we're going to find out. This bed is cucumbers, and there also may be some squash in here. My tongue depressor craft sticks that I had in my potting pots, that I have another video here on YouTube showing you the progress from seed, starting it over the winter, all the way to what they were before spring finally got here. And spring took its sweet-ass time getting here this year, too. So my tags disintegrated is the point of this story. So I've got mixed, you know, squash, cucumber. Well, they're sharing these 2 beds. They're kind of, in, you know, combined in between. We'll figure out what's what when they start producing. My tomatoes have 2 beds, 14 feet long, 4 feet wide. Cattle panel with 3 landscape logs. Landscape logs are like $4 or $5 each. If you buy actual wood posts, they're $16 to $20 a piece. So as you can see, even though they're not going to last more than 5 or 6 years before they need replaced, I opted for landscape logs. So we've got blossoms on the tomatoes. I have all kinds of tomatoes in this 14-foot bed, from yellow cherries to red cherries to beefsteak, big boys, black Russian. I have all kinds. And on the other side, same thing. I planted on both sides. We're going to have plenty of tomatoes to hand out to all my family, my grandkids, my children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, so everybody can eat healthy and actually have tomatoes that taste like tomatoes. Okay, we'll do the other veggie beds, and then I'll show you the back entrance. These on the outside of this bed, outside meaning closer to the outside of the wood, are my bush green beans. Right dead center under the cattle panel are my sweet peas, 2 rows. As you can see right here, this is sweet pea, that's sweet pea. So they will be climbing up the trellis. But the green beans that came up, they're bush. Same for this bed next to here. Sweet pea, sweet peas. These here are all bush green beans. And same with the other side. Although I'm not sure if I forgot to put bush green beans on this side, but I did plant some more in this side this morning. This bed has my bottle gourds and my loofah plants, but over here, these right here, these are all zucchini, but the ones that are under the cattle panel, these are loofah plant and bottle gourd. These I started off of sweet potatoes that I bought at Walmart, and I put toothpicks in them and put them in empty sauerkraut, big huge sauerkraut cans, and filled them up. And these are my sweet potato starters that I just planted this morning. So that's why they look a little peakish, because, you know, they get transplant shock. Big long roots. And then I planted more bush green beans towards the edge of the, you know, away from the cattle panel in the middle. Bush green beans. This bed I haven't planted yet. This is all cantaloupe. And I can't remember what I planted here. We'll find out when it gets bigger. As well as there. And a few scragglies down there. But right in the middle, that's a cantaloupe or muskmelon that I started over the winter, that I have a video that it's included in. It's the only one I tried. And these are all from seed underneath the cattle panel, in case I want to go ahead and trellis the muskmelon up. And I planted more muskmelon as well on this side. These two 4-foot by 4-foot beds right next to each other here, they're going to be carrots, but carrots take forever to come up. Okay, now I'm going to show you the exit. That's all the veggie garden I have at the moment. Here is the exit arch. And I'll turn around, do a 360. There's the arch entrance. And we'll go back the way that we spun around. And here is the exit. And I have a Kodiak yellow azalea right there. And got to read the card that I bought. There you go. There you go. Delphinium. I thought it was beautiful. It was like $6 at Walmart. And then I got these gorgeous little things. And they're called balloon flowers. I just think they're just precious. I planted sunflower seeds, and here is my wisteria vine. I'm hoping it stays alive and climbs up this trellis, because I think that would be gorgeous to have purple lilac wisteria hanging down from the arch, if it lives. More balloon flower. This is, what is this? Speedwell. And there's another delphinium right there. There is a lilac. And then these are just cilantro in the middle. They're probably not going to make it. I have horrible luck with cilantro. Well, guys, that's it. I just wanted to give you an update, a post. I'll start slowly walking back through the middle of my aisle of my garden. And the gnats and mosquitoes are attacking me left and right. And over here in this farmer's field next to our property line, this morning at 5 o'clock, I saw a deer in the field. And I have been finding periodically plants bitten off at ground level, different plants. Not chewed up, just like snapped and, you know, at ground level. So, I will talk to you guys soon, and blessed be and be safe. Thanks for joining in, guys. Bye.